Designers have to be gamers. If you don't play video games, you're not going to be able to make it as a designer. It's just the way it is. Like at my last job, I play World of Warcraft, right? Everyone knows what World of Warcraft is. So I'm talking about it one day, and my boss goes, "Oh yeah, I play on this server." And I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, I raid. Do you want to come raid with me?" And I'm like, "Awesome." So here we are. It's like 11:30 at night one night. Our raid decides we're going to continue going for another hour. And I'm like, "Man, I'm going to be late to work tomorrow." And somebody goes, "Well, call your boss." And I was like, "Hey boss, do you mind if I'm late to work tomorrow?" And he was like, "Nah, it's all right." Which of course, I mean, how is that at all fair to anyone else who has a job, you know? Most days I spend my time building levels. I go into our editor, which is our program that we use to actually build the levels, and I go in and I place objects, I make racetracks. Everything that's in the world is put there because, you know, I'm the one that puts it there. The best design process actually always starts on paper. It's always a good idea to start on paper because you just kind of think things through and you plan things out better. Plus paper's really cheap, right? This idea that you do something on paper, it doesn't take very long, it's very quick, and you can throw it away and you don't care. So if it comes out bad, you're like, "Oh, okay, I wasted like an hour." Once you have a fairly decent idea on paper and that you're fairly sure is going to be good, then you start building it in the editor, but you don't build it pretty. You build it very ugly, very quick, fast, you know, as quickly as possible, and it's called block out stage. And so then once you have block out and you put it in the game and you play it. And you have to keep playing. After every single step you have to play, because things that you think are great and fantastic will play horribly. And at the end of the day, gameplay trumps everything, right? I mean, you can have a game that looks abysmal, but if it plays really well, it's going to play really well and people are going to enjoy it. And then I get other people to play it and say, "Hey, tell me what you think." And if it's a good idea, then we keep building it and keep making it prettier. That's polish, right? So you just keep polishing it up. So I graduated college with a liberal arts degree and I was actually going to be an English teacher. Like that was my goal. And I got into a very prestigious English program with a full assistantship and everything. The only thing that I ever was more interested in while in college than class was video games. Like that was the only reason why I ever skipped class, was to go play a video game. And it happened more than I'd like to admit, you know? And so literally I was browsing the web and I saw this thing and it was like, "Oh, the Guildhall at SMU, we have a 95% hire rate." And I was like, wait, 95% of their graduates get hired in, wait. I could be making video games? And like at that point there was almost no discussion. Like my mom was so sad. So I went to visit the school to meet these professors. And so like I went in and the level design professor at the time, he goes, "Well, name some of your favorite games." And at the time I was very engrossed in this game called Morrowind. And I was like, "Oh, Morrowind, I love it. It's a fantastic game." And he went, "Oh, you know why the Dark Elves are blue?" And I was like, "No, I don't." And then he goes, "'Cause I wanted them to be blue." And I'm going, I'm gonna do this. And the first Mother's Day after I graduated, I actually happened to grab a t-shirt at a convention, at a game convention, that says, "My mom said playing video games would never pay off." And she wears it religiously. Like every time she's there's like a family event or something, she wears this video game t-shirt.